Kirikiri Prison, the secrets behind Nigeria's most notorious jail. The origins of Kirikiri Prison. To understand Kirikiri Prison, one must journey back to a time before Nigeria was a nation. In the early 1950s, as British colonial rule in Nigeria approached its twilight, the need for more structured correctional facilities became urgent. Crime rates were rising in Lagos, the then capital of colonial Nigeria, and the existing prisons were overcrowded, outdated, and failing. Kirikiri was not always a name synonymous with despair. The land on which the prison now stands was once marshy terrain, rich with palm trees and bordered by fishing villages. Located in Apapa, Lagos State, it was originally a quiet area flanked by the Atlantic Ocean to the south and Lagos mainland to the north. It was chosen for one reason: isolation. British officials wanted a remote location, far from the bustle of Lagos Island, where they could detain criminals, political agitators, and suspected insurgents without public interference. The planning began in 1952. Blueprints were drawn up by British architects who modeled the prison after the infamous Dartmoor Prison in England. The idea was to build not just a correctional facility, but a fortress of psychological domination. It would become a symbol of power and punishment. Construction began shortly thereafter, involving thousands of local laborers under the supervision of colonial engineers. The project was both architectural and political. The original structure featured 3 wings, one for violent criminals, another for lesser offenders, and a third for those awaiting trial or under political suspicion. The cells were small and windowless, with only a narrow slit for ventilation. The walls were nearly a meter thick, made from reinforced concrete. There was no plumbing, no electricity in the cells, and no privacy. In 1955, the prison was officially commissioned. It was named Kirikiri Maximum Security Prison. The opening was not celebrated with fanfare. In fact, it was almost secretive. Only a few colonial officials and police dignitaries were present. But the message was clear: the British were now in full control of Nigerian criminal justice. From the beginning, Kirikiri served more than just penal functions. It became a tool for political suppression. During the waning years of colonialism, Nigerian nationalists, including students and journalists who dared to speak against the empire, were imprisoned there. Many were held without trial. The prison's location made it ideal for such clandestine detentions. As Nigeria moved toward independence in 1960, the prison population grew. The transfer of administrative power did not change the prison's role. In fact, the Nigerian government expanded its capacity. New wings were added. A female wing was established in 1965. The new administration inherited not only the physical structure of colonial rule, but also its authoritarian essence. What had begun as a colonial outpost for punishment was quickly evolving into a dark chapter in Nigeria's post-independence history. The roots of secrecy, silence, and suppression were already sown. The soil of Kirikiri was now fertile with fear. Structure: the prison within a prison. Kirikiri is not a single prison. It is a complex, a compound of pain. The facility is divided into 3 main units: the maximum security prison, the medium security prison, and the female prison. Each of these is further subdivided, forming a web of cells, corridors, and locked gates. It is a prison within a prison. At the center lies the maximum security prison. This is where Nigeria's most dangerous, or politically inconvenient, prisoners are kept. The walls tower at over 25 feet, lined with electric barbed wire. Observation towers rise above the perimeter like ancient sentinels. Inside, the cells are windowless concrete rooms, barely wide enough to stretch a man's arms. Each cell has a small hole in the ground for waste and a metal door that can only be opened from the outside. The cells are arranged in rows, with narrow corridors flanked by thick iron bars. Above each block is a catwalk, where guards patrol with rifles. Surveillance cameras monitor every angle. The air is thick, not just with heat, but with despair. Many inmates here are on death row. Others are serving life sentences. Some are detained indefinitely under special government orders. The maximum wing is not just a prison, it is purgatory. Adjacent to the maximum wing is the medium security prison. Though less austere, it remains a grim place. Inmates here are allowed some privileges: occasional family visits, limited access to vocational training, and supervised outdoor time. But the structure is overcrowded. Cells designed for 4 men hold 10. Ventilation is poor. Illness spreads quickly. The female prison is an entirely different world. It houses women convicted of a wide range of crimes: murder, theft, trafficking, even witchcraft in some cases. Many are victims themselves. Some have babies living with them in the cells, as there is no proper childcare facility. Female warders patrol the halls, some empathetic, others brutal. The conditions are no less severe than in the male wings. There are stories of abuse, neglect, and psychological torment. Beneath the surface of Kirikiri is the unspoken, secret chambers. According to former inmates and anonymous guards, there are hidden rooms used for special interrogations. These are soundproofed, unrecorded, and off-limits even to some senior staff. Inmates who disappear for days return with bruises and silence. No one speaks of it openly, but everyone knows. The prison also houses an administrative wing, medical bay chapel, and workshop area. In theory, these offer support and rehabilitation. In practice, they are underfunded, understaffed, and overwhelmed. The structure of Kirikiri is a metaphor for the Nigerian justice system: compartmentalized, overcrowded, and deeply unequal. It is a place where the walls don't just divide cells, but divide realities. Some inmates receive preferential treatment. Others are forgotten entirely. It is not just a prison, it is a living organism, and it grows more complex with each passing year. Life behind bars, overcrowding and conditions. In Kirikiri, time does not move, it hangs. For many inmates, each day feels identical to the last, except slightly worse. The cells are filled beyond capacity. Men lie head to toe on the concrete floors. Some have been waiting trial for years. Others don't even know why they were arrested. The standard Kirikiri cell measures roughly 12 feet by 10 feet. In theory, it should hold no more than 4 prisoners. In practice, it holds 15 or more. There are no beds. Inmates sleep on mats if they are lucky. Most use clothing or cardboard. Ventilation is poor, with just a slit in the wall for air. During the rainy season, the cells flood. During the dry season, they suffocate. There are no private toilets. Each cell has a bucket, which is emptied once a day. The smell is unbearable. Showers are communal and infrequent. Inmates often wash using bowls of stagnant water. Soap is a luxury. Skin diseases, infections, and lice are common. Food is rationed. A typical meal consists of boiled beans or pap, fermented maize. Meat is rare. Many inmates survive on donations from families. Those without families go hungry. The prison kitchen is understaffed and poorly funded. Food is cooked in rusted pots over open fire. Often, it is undercooked or spoiled. Medical care is nearly non-existent. There is a small infirmary, but it lacks medicine, equipment, and trained personnel. Inmates with chronic conditions are left untreated. Many die silently. The sick lie beside the healthy. Contagion spreads rapidly. Tuberculosis, malaria, and HIV/AIDS are prevalent. Violence is a fact of life. Fights break out daily over food, space, or simply anger. The guards are often brutal, using batons, whips, or fists to maintain order. Corruption is rampant. Privileges can be bought. Inmates with money sleep in better conditions. They bribe guards for extra food, cigarettes, or even mobile phones. The psychological toll is immense. Inmates live in constant fear. Fear of disease, fear of violence, fear of being forgotten. Some suffer breakdowns, others become numb. Suicide attempts are common, though rarely reported, and yet there is routine. Each morning, the bell rings. Roll call, then cleaning, then food, then idleness, the same tomorrow, the same the day after. Time does not move in Kirikiri. It decays. Famous inmates and secrets. Kirikiri has held many names, some of them known, some whispered, others erased. The most infamous inmate was Lawrence, the legendary armed robber whose name struck fear across Nigeria in the 1980s. Captured after a dramatic manhunt, Anini was kept in the maximum security wing, his mouth stitched shut by silence and dread. He was executed by firing squad, but his legend remains. Then there are the political detainees. During military rule, especially under General Sani Abacha, Kirikiri became a political prison. Activists, journalists, and opposition figures were held without trial. Among them, Dr. Beko Ransom Kuti, a human rights advocate who was arrested for criticizing the regime. He described his time in Kirikiri as a descent into madness. Others were less lucky, some disappeared. Whispers of midnight transfers and secret executions fill the air around the prison. One such name is Chima Ubani, a student activist whose death remains suspicious. Officially, he died in a car accident. But fellow inmates suggest otherwise. The secrets of Kirikiri are not just in its past. Rumors persist of underground rooms used for interrogations, funded by shadow government agencies. These rooms, known only to top-level staff, are said to be soundproof and buried beneath the administrative wing. Inmates taken there return bruised and silent. Some say there are tunnels under the prison, escape routes used by the rich or well-connected. Others speak of a VIP wing, where wealthy prisoners live in comfort, with TVs, fans, and outside food. One guard, speaking anonymously, described Kirikiri as a house with many doors, most of them locked from the inside. He spoke of secret files, ghost inmates, those with no records, and orders from above. In 2018, a drone captured aerial footage of the prison, revealing areas not on official maps. The footage disappeared. So did the man who filmed it. Kirikiri is not just a place, it is a vault, and some of its secrets are buried deeper than any grave. A nation behind bars. Kirikiri is more than a prison, it is a mirror. It reflects the failures of justice, the scars of colonialism, and the shadows of tyranny. Every brick tells a story. Every cell holds a life reduced to waiting. The Nigerian Constitution promises dignity. The reality is far from it. Prisons like Kirikiri do not rehabilitate, they do not correct, they consume, and yet hope flickers. NGOs visit, lawyers fight, some inmates learn to read, others find faith. But the system remains the same. What does it say about a nation that forgets its prisoners? What future can be built when the past is locked away in darkness? Kirikiri stands, its gates closed, its secrets intact. But the world is watching now. The question is, will Nigeria listen?